Hello, everybody. I'm Andrew McKay of Remax here in Wasaga Beach. It's Monday, May 25th. All the days are merging into one, but it's sunny outside, and I hope everybody's enjoying the sunshine, but staying safe and well and staying home as much as possible. If you can hear or see me, everything's okay. If you could like or heart below or leave a comment just so that we know there's no technical details, no technical problems, that would be great. As always, a big heartfelt thank you to all the frontline essential workers. They give us the luxury, they give the rest of us the luxury of staying home and staying safe. To be honest, I wasn't sure how to word this introduction, so I've just made a few notes. So you may see me glancing over. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I want to make sure I get it right. Because on a serious note, there's no doubt that life has changed. Everyday life has changed. And people are facing huge health and economic problems. Other things may seem a small inconvenience in comparison, but I believe it's in the small details and gestures that a big difference can be made in a much better whole. Some of you know my daughter's in grade 12 and now should be prom and graduation season, especially with the sunshine. That's what I was waving at. It's obviously been cancelled, and many will think that's just a minor inconvenience compared to other things and not a big deal in the overall scheme of things. But to thousands of grade 12 and grade 8 kids, it's a big milestone in their life that they're missing, and something they can't go back to. It's just going to be missed. Well, there's one business in town, in Wasaga Beach, and one person that is helping with this small detail inconvenience, although it's not so small, and I think it's a fabulous initiative. I'll let Christina introduce herself and the fabulous project she has created. If you have any questions or comments, please, again, put them in the comments below. And hello, Christina.
Hi, Andrew. Thank you for having me.
I'm leaving it all up to you now.
So hi, everybody that's watching live or might watch this recorded later on. I do echo the same. So the first thing I want to say is a huge thank you to everybody that's working the front lines of this terrible virus. It's because of you and you guys being there that we have the luxury and the joy of staying at home. So thank you very much for that. In terms of the initiative that we're working on, my company has put together and has sponsored, along with some great community partners, Porch Prom 100. So this is an initiative for high school seniors that are missing their prom this year to get a porch photo taken at their homes by a professional photographer while maintaining all social distance requirements. So the photographer will remain at a distance and the participants will stay on their front porch, and they can choose to take the photo alone. They can have mom and dad in the photo with them if they'd like. Some people have asked, can I have my dog in the photo? And absolutely, that's totally fine. Anybody that you want in the picture can be in it with you, so long as they live in the same house with you and we're abiding by all social distancing rules. And then the participants will receive the digital version of their photo. And for high school seniors, grade 8 or 18-year-old students, that they just want to share it on social media, so they'll be able to do that with the digital version of their photo. And then they can, if they would like to purchase prints, they can do that straight with the photographer, but the virtual or the digital photo will be given to them at free of charge. This entire initiative is free to the participants. And they'll also receive a swag bag of local businesses that have donated some swag to put in a bag. That's kind of given to them as a little bit of a token to say we're sorry that you missed such a momentous occasion in your life, and at least you can go through this swag bag and then remember the photo that you took. We're also doing a similar for the grade 8s. So in conjunction with the Wasaga Beach Chamber of Commerce, if you are a grade 8 student at one of the 3, I believe, Wasaga elementary schools, even if you don't actually live in Wasaga, but as long as you go to a Wasaga school, we're doing this initiative for them to take a porch photo, and they'll still get the digital and the swag bag. So we're hoping to, bring a little bit of light to something that they're missing such a momentous event, and it's really prom is a rite of passage. I remember my prom. Andrew, I hope you remember yours too.
We didn't have them. We didn't have them in England, so my daughter's very excited and has got a dress now for about 3 or 4 months, so she's thrilled she can get to wear it.
Yeah, and it's a nice thing, and even if mom and dad want to be in the picture too, right, and celebrate with their kid when they can't really go out to the prom and celebrate with all of their friends. And we've heard that maybe the prom will be rescheduled for the fall if that's possible, but we don't know where people will be at that point.
It's going to lose momentum. It's
exactly. It's not the end of the school year to celebrate the final time with your friends. Some students might be off to university or college or off working somewhere. They're not going to come back for their prom. So if it isn't happening in May or June, then it's not right for those students to miss it. So we wanted to come up with at least some way for them to have a moment to celebrate it and celebrate all that they've achieved throughout either all their years in elementary school or all the hard work they put in to finish high school. It's something that deserves to be celebrated.
Yeah. And I'm going to go a little bit off script here. I'm not going to surprise you with anything. Don't worry.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Virtually, I've been talking with people. I've been having meetings with clients and everything. And the discussion is always what's going to happen after this is over. And if there is a silver lining, and I don't want to get into big, deep subjects, I'm hoping that everybody appreciates things a lot more. We've all got into the habit of taking things for granted. We're isolated, but we're watching Netflix, we got food, we can get curbside pickup generally. I'm just hoping that the little things and life in general, without being too serious, is appreciated more. And I think the follow on from that, and the reason I bring it up is, I think you doing this, a lot of the students will then pay it forward somehow. They're going to think, at the moment, prom and graduation is huge for them. I understand that. But it's cancelled. It's going to be missed. If it's in September, so what? In all honesty, a lot of kids will be at university. It's lost that momentum. But there's a kindness being done. And we're seeing that kindness in all walks of life, with people collecting food, making sure some older folks are okay. And I just got a feeling a lot of the students who you're helping, one, they tell their friends about it so more people can get involved. I know that's happening already once I spoke with my daughter about it. And two, the kindness they're receiving, they may pay forward in some way. So, yeah, fantastic as a one-off, and they get a memento. But I think, I just hope we're going to be a kinder society and things like this will be paid forward. So hats off to you for doing this, and bravo.
Thank you. Thank you. And if anybody is watching this and they're interested, please visit porchprom.ca and register for your photos. Spots are filling up quickly, but the grade 8 photos are this coming Sunday, and the Porch Prom photos for high school seniors are the following weekend. So get your registration in so you don't miss it. Okay. Here you go. Andrew's pulled up porchprom.ca.
Porchprom.ca. That looks like the grade. Is that the grade 12 one? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the grade 12 one that you're looking at there. And then if you're looking for the grade 8, you just click that banner across the top.
All right, great. I did it on a different, so we got that.
Yeah.
Oh, and up here. Yeah.
Exactly. And the gentleman that put the website together, he was fantastic. So like I said, we have some really great community partners that have come on to this. And if I could just give a quick shout out to them, as Andrew scrolled down to the bottom there. Ian McIntosh and Sophia Levin are the two photographers that are doing the high school photos, and Alex Coulthart from 44 Inc. is doing the grade 8 photos. And then we've had some pretty great community partners with Assisting You Social, getting the message out there on social media. PETA Pit has graciously donated gift cards to all of the participants that they'll get in the swag bags. Mortgage Freedom Planning has also come on board as sponsoring some of those gift cards from PETA Pit. And Web Experts is the gentleman that put together the website. So thank you to all of those. It's not just my company that has put this together. I knew exactly who to pick up the phone and call, and they were all on board. They jumped on the opportunity to be able to help in this initiative. So working all together, we've put together what I think to be a really great program. And I hope that a lot of high school seniors and grade 8s take advantage of the opportunity and get their photos taken.
Yeah, I was with Alex this afternoon doing a video on a new listing. I'm not talking real estate business, but he's a super guy. He's only been in town a year or so, and he's very community minded. So that doesn't surprise me at all that he's donating his time. And yeah, that sounds excellent. There's no questions at the moment. I think you've, as a paralegal, you should be explaining things well. And if you were confusing it, I would be a little bit worried. But we're going to be on for 10 more minutes or so. If anybody does have any questions, and in the comments, I'll put the websites so you can go online and check. Your business. What's happening with your business? I'm always asked these questions. It's part of the bigger picture, obviously.
Well, so my business is De Palma and Associate Legal Services. We're a paralegal firm. Our main office is here in Wasaga, and we have our secondary office in Barrie. We are closed to the public for appointments. We're doing all of our appointments by telephone, so you're still able to contact us and get the same, legal advice that you would have if you saw me in person. We're still filing documents for clients. We're still serving documents. The only thing that's really taken a hit is that the courts are closed. And they will be closed for quite a while now. They've announced the closure until at least the 6th of July. So we're not.
Sorry for interrupting. What do you specialize in generally then?
So
certain areas?
We do small claims court cases for clients. Landlord and tenant disputes is a big part of our firm. We fight traffic tickets, and then we do United States entry waivers for clients, and applications for what used to be called a criminal pardon is now called a record suspension. We do those applications for clients as well.
Okay, so that's great. Having somebody in town that's not an intimidating lawyer, and people worry about that, I think, as a first step.
When you're on the other side of me, you're a little intimidated.
Yeah, so, and that's what you want.
Every credit, that might not look like it, but I've gotten a few nicknames. But I won't repeat. But
a company in town, because I think the majority of us fortunately don't have any legal dealings apart from mortgages, buying a house, deaths or something. So when you're in the industry, it's not intimidating. But small claims court, I'm sure loads of people don't go down that route when they're entitled to, because they're intimidated and think they won't get anything. It's going to cost them money. And the process is going to be long-winded. But when they've got somebody like you that they can talk to and understands it, then very worth going to as even for an initial consultation, I'm sure.
Absolutely, right. And anybody that comes to our office for a consultation or does a consultation over the phone, they're for free. We don't charge for our consultations. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to retain us at the end. You could just come and seek some advice for you to be able to do it properly yourself. Small claims court and the landlord tenant board, we see a lot of people representing themselves. No knock to it at all, but certainly getting some professional help is wise. At least some professional advice to make sure you're going to do it right the first time. Because with this closure, I can't even imagine what the backlog is going to be like when the courts do reopen. So it wouldn't be prudent of somebody to try and do it themselves, make a mistake, and then get to the back of the line again. In a situation like we're going to be in when courts do reopen.
And you're in town. I always put a lot of store by business being part of the community as well, because if you want to be really mercenary and look at it that way, you could bump into these people. I can when you're in the superstore, when you're in Walmart. You live here, so you're above board. I'm talking you people who own a business in town. If you don't do the right thing, word gets around and you're going to bump into people. So if anybody watching, or for the cynical people out there, that's the safety net, that small businesses in town have to represent you to the best of their ability, or they should do, because they live here. They're neighbours as well. I think that's a big endorsement myself.
Well, thank you. And you're absolutely right. There's only a couple of grocery stores to go to in town. You're bound to run into me.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
It's happened to me before, and I've run into people on the other side of cases before too. there's only so many restaurants in town. You're bound to one day be sitting next to me at a table. You never know. And I live here, I work here, I play here. Like,
Yep.
I'm all about keeping my business local to Wasaga, and with the secondary office in Barrie to assist people as much as we possibly can, with affordable and approachable legal services.
And the plans going forward, I mean, none of us know. Obviously, the restrictions for the time being in certain areas seem to be loosening. Are you going to be working from home, working the phones for the foreseeable future, you think?
For right now, yes. Just for everybody's safety, I have to also, my safety and the safety of my staff comes at a paramount to me, and it's number one priority. So for right now, we're going to continue with phone consultations. We're an essential service, just like you were, Andrew. I could have been open to the public this entire time, but I didn't think that was a responsible move to make, and neither did the other people that are in my same physical office. So for right now will be phone consultations for the foreseeable future. And if things start to loosen up, we'll certainly have provisions in place, a hand sanitizer at the office, masks to wear, all that kind of precautions to take.
Good.
And on the flip side, I also teach at Georgian College in their paralegal program, so we're seeing a lot of changes on that front too. That kind of give me a little bit of guidance as to how we should be doing things at the office. So for right now, we're going to keep our distance from the public and do everything over the phone, and we'll see what the coming weeks bring. This seems to change day by day. So,
well, in the immediate future, we got Prom. I can only applaud your initiative again. As I said, we've got the website here. I'll just put it on. I think people have had enough of looking at us, so I'll just put it quickly. It couldn't be easier. Porchprom.ca. Grade 12s, grade 8s. Thank the businesses. People are, businesses don't have to do this sort of stuff. They're under pressure themselves, but I think we're a small town, and we got that small town community feel that comes up all the time. So one of my personal beliefs at the moment is, even if you don't buy takeout food, or if it's not a restaurant, if you can get a gift card just to help the business out, when not just these, but any business in town. If you can help business out, just even with a gift card, then they got some. We want these businesses to be here next year.
Exactly. And any local businesses that want to contribute to the swag bags, it's absolutely free of charge to put your swag in the bag. All you got to do is send me a quick email. We can arrange for pickup of the swag, and they go in there at free of charge. It's a nice way to promote your business. If you have some swag hanging around the office that you haven't given out because you haven't been seeing people, put them in these bags. You don't have to commit to all the bags. If you only have a few pieces of swag, I'm happy to put it in as many bags as you have, and just get your business name and promotion out there at no cost, to kind of help some local businesses that, the budget for marketing might take a hit during these days. So at least this way, it's another part of the initiative, is to help the local businesses with a way to advertise.
Great. Well, Jim has put down has already beat me to it. We've got 2 website addresses in the comments, which is fantastic. This will be recorded and shown, and if you can share it to anybody who's got grade 8 or grade 12 students, I think it's going to be oversubscribed. So somebody may take up the baton and carry on with it. But excellent idea, Christina. And how can they contact you on the business side?
So they can contact me at Christina@depalmaparalegal.ca.
Okay, that's a mouthful. We'll put that in the comments, because nobody's going to write that down quickly.
A little bit of a mouthful. And then we can make arrangements for to get the swag to me to put in the bags.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thanks very much, everybody, for watching. I hope these are useful. This is a great idea. It's not real estate. It's not legal. This is helping our kids and giving them something memorable. And I'm sure lots of them will pay it forward. That's what we want. So Thank you very much. Any questions, comments, leave below again, and hopefully there'll be a lot of grade 8 and a lot of happy grade 12 students this time next week. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Andrew. Bye, everybody.
Pleasure.